Mr. President. Thank you very much for your thoughtful and inspiring words. It's a real pleasure to see so many of you here today for this course on refugee law. I would like to start by thanking the President of the Committee on Jurídicos and Political Affairs, Ambassador Kruger, and the Department of International Law for their leadership and support in organizing this course. This course could not come, in my view, at a more opportune time. As the President has just highlighted, today refugee issues have come centerpiece in the political agenda and in the public debate. And unprecedented mass displacement as a result of conflict and persecution is posing fresh challenges to the institution of asylum. While refugees are indeed a global concern, they are also a common trust. This means that protecting refugees is a responsibility that must be shared, and the 1951 Convention, the cornerstone of international protection for refugees, is predicated on international solidarity and the notion that states should address refugee problems collectively, sharing responsibilities. I say this because the Americas region is a continent with a long-standing tradition for asylum and hospitality, and one which has shown leadership in translating the commitments embodied in the Cartagena Declaration and the Mexican Plan of Action into real commitment and innovative protection responses for refugees and internally displaced. At a time when protection is to be realized in an increasingly challenging environment, it is refreshing to see that humanism and solidarity continues to be fundamental values and principles guiding states and countries in this region. The Brazil Plan of Action is a new regional strategic framework for the protection of asylum seekers, refugees, internally displaced persons and stateless persons, adopted by 33 states and territories from Latin America and the Caribbean, as part of the commemoration of the 30th anniversary of the Cartagena Declaration. It builds on regional solidarity and South-South cooperation. This course will be presenting the thematic programs of the Brazil Plan of Action, and we will be sharing the latest developments of the human rights organs of the Inter-American system and refugee-related matters. Special attention will of course be given to the situation and the protection needs of children and LGBTI persons in need of international protections as refugees. We are delighted that all the presentations today will be directly introduced by government representatives from Latin America and the Caribbean, as well as by regional experts from international organizations. This shows not only commitment, but ownership over the issues, and this is something that we are particularly pleased about. I would like to sincerely thank the presenters from Argentina, Chile, Costa Rica, Ecuador, El Salvador, Mexico, Trinidad and Tobago, the Inter-American Court on Human Rights, the Institute of Public Policies of Human Rights of Mercosur, and the Inter-American Commission on Human Rights for accepting this invitation and for taking leadership over this issue. This, for certain, will be a unique opportunity to reflect on and exchange good practices among governments, international organizations and civil society on how to move forward on the pending agenda of international protection for refugees. We also hope that in your capacity as a direct implementer of these various issues, you will be able to take back home some of the thoughts and experiences that you will have taken from this course, and of course, make sure that it moves forward with the implementation of the Brazil Plan of Action. I wish you a very fruitful discussion today. Thank you very much.